If you're going to be using a foaming cannon with a pressure washer, the soap that you use really is going to determine how well it works. This is some cheaper stuff that I think was like $2, $2 or $3 at Ollie's, and a similar price at Walmart. And then this is Meguiar's Gold Class, which is a pretty reliable brand, and so far it's been working really well for me. And there's a big difference between these two soaps, both in price but also in performance. The first thing to note is just the viscosity differences. You have this stuff, which was cheaper, and it almost just seems like it's already soapy water. And then you have the Meguiar's, which is this really thick, super thick soap. So obviously this one probably has like a 50-50 mix of soap and water, where this is a lot more pure soap. First, I'll put some of the cheaper stuff in here, and we'll see how it works. And since this is so watered down, with the Meguiar's, I would normally only add maybe a 1/4 inch of soap at the bottom, but I'm gonna have to add a bit more with this. Because there's actually less soap, I have to end up adding more, which doesn't actually end up saving you any money in the long run. We'll fill the rest up with tap water. One thing to note is that I don't see anything on here about it being biodegradable. I've read the front and the back. I don't read it anywhere on there, but on the Meguiar's, right on the front, it says safe biodegradable detergent, so you don't have to worry about it if you're spraying outside. Put it on the end of the nozzle. Seems to be laying down a pretty decently thick layer of foam. It's not great, but then again, I did add maybe 4 times the amount of soap that I normally do. The layer of foam isn't quite as thick as I would like. You normally want a really thick layer of foam so that any dirt that it brings up from the surface of the paint, whenever you agitate it with a towel, it glides along the surface of the foam, and it's not going to be rubbing back into the paint. Spray out the rest of this foam and then fill it up with the other stuff. Now, just with the Meguiar's foam, I have nothing in the bottle. I'm just going to put about that much in, maybe a bit more. Spilled a tad. Say about that much. So I've got about a 1/4 inch of soap in the bottom, just a little bit more, and then that's all I'm gonna add. Because on the other stuff, what I did before is I filled it all the way up to here with the soap from the bottle, and I didn't even get that thick of a foam, but I think this is gonna give us a really thick foam. I'll fill it up the rest of the way with water, screw on the bottle. That is a really nice thick foam that'll lubricate whenever you're washing the rest of the car. And I only put a little bit of soap in the bottom of this bottle. Much better. This is just such a thick foam, you can just see how the suds roll off. So the Meguiar's may cost 2 or 3 times more than some other cheaper options, but that thicker foam and just the performance of the foam really makes a big difference, and I think it's a lot cheaper in the long run.